Would you give me the question again?
In a nutshell, put in a nutshell.
In a nutshell, with this award, what is the impact that this could have on Nollywood, and where do you see the future of Nollywood going?
Like I said earlier, it is always a wonderful thing to be appreciated. You know, that you have recognized and you appreciate not only the entire industry, but the people who first served in this industry. We don't have any problem. We don't have any problem in the sense that by tradition, we always respect our elders, our leaders. When they behave themselves, they are highly respected, they are highly honored. So it's part of our lives. That we were not being recognized at first was a bit hurtful. But regardless of it, we carried on. You know, things are changing and are changing rapidly. You know, and people, the respect is back to us. What is ours has come back to us. You know. It can only mean better things. It can only mean better things. Because everybody is now aware. You know, when you children, when you see that, congratulations on your award, you deserve it. You deserve it well. You know, these are your children who can speak their mind, knowing that our elders have never agreed with us at last. They know, you know, that what we're saying is right. You know, so it's going to take us to greater heights. There is no doubt about that, and it is beginning. We are beginning to do our own X-rays inside. Some of these things we know, but the ones that we don't know are being worked on. This is very, very important. We need to have a relationship with you across the waters. It is very, very important, and we should be together as friends, not as. I wonder how many. What do you think they know? We know more than they do. You know, trying to do that. That divides. Let us come together, as we're doing. Let us think together. How can we benefit us here and benefit us there? That's the way we should be working, and that is where I think it's going to lead us.
I have, okay. Let everybody.
What we're trying to do here, thank you. You know, things should have program set, you know. They've done the best they've been there for us. They've answered questions, you know, we should not bore them. The big thing about this thing is like, this is the first time we're doing this, and I tell you, it is tough. And not just for us, for them. They did something. I pray God Almighty this thing grew. We will never forget them. Absolutely. The way we wrapped their ticket, you can't even write your own ticket like that. We did it because we were poor. I'm sorry, I will confess. We could not afford what we'll be able to give them. But the poor means that not for the fact we could not. It's just we're just trying, and they took that pain. They looked at it and they didn't complain. These are people. I mean, sorry about Africa. You give them flour, ladies fly say, "Now flour will chop." They can as well look at it and say, "Now this I won't chop. Where the money?" They live their busy lives. They live their things they do. Some of them have hot movies they live because of this. Route the ticket in a very. But what I'm trying to say, let them rest. You've seen this is real. They are here. It will grow, and. I think this should be the last question, but I'll just pray if they can just answer the last questions that where would this take? What is the next level in Nollywood in this? This is about Africa in diaspora. This is not just about us. It is time for us to recognize these people. because of them, I'm proud to say I'm a Nigerian. That is the only thing Nigerians, Nigerians, but when you come to movie, you're from Nigeria. So I am blessed to be part of this. And I'm proud because of them. So please, if you can think about the last question, where would this take us to? That could help, please.
I thank you all for this kind of opportunity. To me, this award will come with a lot of responsibilities. Because personally, I came into the industry, to me it was an adventure. It was an adventure for me, and for me to take it as a career now, and people are appreciating what I'm doing. I say thank you. If I get an award tomorrow, I said it's coming with a lot of responsibilities, because it will make me become a better actress. It will make me want to get more and more of this kind of awards. It will make me want to, like Ikeria said, win souls. Because truly we are evangelists. We are doing this job not just because of the money. Somebody like me, I'm doing it to win souls as well. But I am not a pastor. She has been ordained, I am not. So if I get an award tomorrow, it will make me become a better actress.
Nollywood, what you say, it's like a truckload of success, and it has really, put Nigeria on that pedestal. This award, yes, awards come and go, but I think this one will be a plus. It will still, give people, other people who have not known much about Africa, about Nigeria, that sense of value. That's because I could remember sometime in 2007, I was in U.S. Virgin Island, and they went to visit kids that were in remand home. And one of the kids, stood up and asked me, is that true, in his words, is that true that Africans live on trees? So I thank God that today Nollywood has been able to, to define the true meaning of Africa in our own language. The things that we do to tell the world that that we still believe in that word, now, because Africa has that value that is very normative, and we respect our ethics. So that is what we try to, play to other parts of Africa and beyond Africa, to let them know that even though nobody speaks for us, we are still the voice of the voiceless Africans. And I'm happy I've been part of it since 15 years. I've been able to, be that point of attraction, that person that people can easily see and say, yes, I know you, I watch you, I like what you're doing. So I'm like that reflective mirror, and I thank God for that. Thank you.
I want to say I'm privileged and I'm honored to be part of this first award by the ARA group. It's a great honor, and for me, I want to say that the African movies, because I would say Nigerian movies is called the African movies. It is especially come to let people know who Nigerians are, the cultures of Nigerians, the traditions, the people, what makes them tick, their stories, their history. And it has come to create an environment for people to realize that careers are not just for doctors, accountants, and whatever, tailors, but you can build careers out of plays, as it were, and now break into the the psyche of parents who have been dogmated with the idea that the only prestigious career you can have is maybe to be a lawyer or to be a doctor, but you can be a prestigious actor like I am, and that acting actually is not for dropouts. Acting actually is actually for the finesse. I always use that word, for the aristocrats. And just to pass it on to people that, you see, if you're not intelligent and you're not educated, you can't even be a good actor just that way. Because you need to read the script. You need to understand this, the idiosyncrasies of the script before you can even act. So now, over time, the people, parents, have come to understand that acting is not just for anybody. And I'm so happy that the Nigerian people and the country Nigeria is the one that has broken the ice to let people know that it's not only Americans that can act. So for me, this award is coming right in time to prepare other people who are coming into the industry, because we are not about to leave. Actors don't retire. To know that they're coming into a great industry to propagate their country. I mean, you don't need to be a Nigerian to be an actor in the African Nollywood movies, as it were. But if you enter, remember you are going to be representing your country. So for me, I represent Nigeria. I'm the true Nollywoodian. I'm a fanatical Nollywoodian. I believe in Nollywood. So I'm proud to be a Nollywoodian. So this award is going to take us higher. For me, it says I should work harder. Just like my auntie here has said, it's just a propeller that, listen, people are actually watching. So you gotta give it your best shot. And just give it, not, for me, 100% is not it, it's 100.1. So just keep working harder and harder, because somebody is gonna give me an award. And I'm sure the next time I get to be given an award, it comes with a Jeep. So it's a great opportunity. I'm very happy, I'm excited, and I'm proud to be a Nigerian. I'm proud to be a Nollywoodian. And I'm proud to know that my country has produced movies that has put us on a pedestal that says second best in the world. Yep. It don't matter, we don't have the best equipment, we're gonna get there. It don't matter, maybe some of the storylines are not too good, we're gonna get there. That's right. But the most important thing, we're trudging there. Yes. Up Nollywood.
Okay, yeah, I have a little joke to give, because all this should not be about just the interview, the fanciness and all that. It's about how will tomorrow turn out. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to do the best you can. Twitter, Facebook, anything you can do. Make these people, let it work a while for them. Let eyes come. As a businessman, yes, I want the money, but please let it work a while for them. We cannot do it by ourselves. The reason why I said I have a joke, sorry, it's a little big one. I'm going back a little bit now. When my mother died, my best friend followed me to go and bury my mother. As we're coming back, I was thinking, I said, I would have done it this way. I would have done it this way. And I said, as your mother died before. I said, no. He said, then you don't know what you would have done. Your mother have never died before. What I'm trying to say to link up with this is that these are first time. Yes. So there will be that time like, I would have done it this way. I would have, but with your help, it will be better. Yes. So really appreciate, but we don't want to just let it end. There's just one or two people in the crowd, just one or two in the crowd. One question, please, only. Yes, please, just two people, just to wrap. Please forgive us, please. At least let the crowd be part of, please.
Thank you. I have
we just need
here.
just.
Okay. She's been waiting since yesterday. Come on.
Hi. I have it's like I'm completely in awe. I'm so thankful to be here. When my friend told me that Olu Jacob was there, I was like, you don't mean it. I was like, you don't mean it. Then this must be really serious. And then when she said, you carry it, I was like, oh my God, I love her. Then I was like, I'm going to buy my tickets, you know. We came from Chicago. I am so excited. I am humbled. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Thank you, Ngozi. Thank you so much. We love you so much. I'm a writer, so I understand what it means to be an artist. I don't even know if I should ask a question, really, but just to tell you how humbled I am to be here in your presence. It's just, it means so much. And I believe I'm speaking for a lot of people. Watching Olu Jacob from Port Harcourt, it's way back. I was like, I can't believe he's here. It's amazing. We value you. It's not just words cannot express it. And I hope there's more will come. But my question really is, Nollywood is coming forth, okay? Everybody now knows Nollywood. There's a lot of people who are really looking up to you guys in Nigeria. For me, I think, have you seen yourself, perhaps maybe 5 years from today, opening up a workshop to help kids? Because I believe art will really help a lot of people in terms of employment in Nigeria. It will really motivate a lot of people, because when people are able to express themselves creatively, like you know, they begin to see value in themselves. So it would be great if we can see something in works like that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, there is all over the country now, springing up. There are schools springing up from everywhere now. As a matter of fact, I have, my wife and I, we run an academy of performing arts in Lagos, where we do acting, dancing, train as cameramen, lighting men, makeup, you know, all these areas. LAPA, Lufodo Academy of Performing Arts. LAPA, L-A-P-A, LAPA. You know, so just to answer that question, to say that yes, we have started something. You have mentioned a very crucial point. Where we are today, where are we going tomorrow? If we are going to get there, what are we doing to help the people who are going to get there? These we are doing. We go to, you know, I get invited to institutions, you know, where I go and talk to people, children. I meet children, I talk to them, they ask questions, they want to know. These are areas that we didn't have when we were growing up. Nobody to teach us. What we didn't pick up in those churches and those performing artists, our imagination was the next thing, and the only other thing. But today I am proud to tell you that things have begun. They have begun, in earnest, and our academy is approved by the federal government of Nigeria. And yes, so that was well inspected over 2 years. They came over, saw everything as we grew, until they got everything that we require, for an academy, and then they give us the approval for it. And so it's not as if some cowboys have come together to see, no. This is for real. This is for real. And some of our students are coming out now, and they are beginning to tickle the profession.
One more question, please.
Good evening, and thank you. You don't notice an accent, that's not an accident. I'm Black American, and letting you guys know that we're watching the movies as well.
Amen.
I'm here this evening on behalf of First World Television. We'll see one of the filmmakers there. My question hopefully is a fun one, and I'll ask it briefly so that you can answer. So, we're all actors. Does it take more energy to play a good character, or does it take more energy to play an evil character? And which do you prefer? Like the main villain of the movie, just the nastiest part. Does that take more out of you, or does it take more out of you to play a saint type role? Which is your favorite?
All right. I love the question actually. Because one thing I like people to always understand is acting is make-believe first and foremost. And if you don't understand that, then you cannot appreciate the act of filming. Energy, I said, where? Is it that directed for the good or for the bad? But both, good and bad, they require the same intensity. Because for you to play a good role, you need to energize it. You might not even be a good person in real life, but you need to camouflage as much as you can to be able to give the mien of a good person. So that takes a lot of energy. So to even play an evil role, but that's not like an evil role, equally takes a lot of energy. Because most of the time, in real life, they could give you roles that has a clash with your beliefs, with what you think, with what you like, but you just have to do a job because you have to earn a living. So you still require the same amount of energy to be able to play, the role of the antagonist, as it were. So none of them is actually being chosen by an actor. No actor, I use the word actor to represent both genders. No role is chosen by an actor and say, oh, I want to play that one. I want you to give me that. Or they just pick you and give you a role. All you do is negotiate the fee. If it's okay by you, and you do the role. And by the way, whether you play the good or the bad, you still, will become famous if you're destined to be famous. Because what you should pray for is not just acting or playing a role. You should actually pray for the producers to actually promote the movie. Just like we should pray for the organizers of these awards, that they get more sponsors and get me my Jeep the next time, and pray for them that you,
And my own.
No, you say it and you get it. You understand it. We pray for them to not to stumble and get more sponsors and keep on hyping it by the minute, because it will get to a point. We won't be sitting here. It will get to a point they have to bring us in with
private jet. Correct.
Maybe you understand.
Yeah.
So that's what we should be praying for. So it don't matter whether you play good role or bad role. You need the same amount of energy for both roles. Have I answered your question? Bless you.
The last one. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
One more question. We
got one already.
My name is Felix Eroto, but people know me as African Mustard. I sell African movies. I've been selling movies for so long. So I'm not going to be asking a question, but I just want to give you guys a feedback of what my customers think about what the movies are. So it's a good thing for me to actually give you guys a feedback about what they think. One of the complaints they actually have, first of all, let me thank you guys for doing a good job before I critique what I want to say. What the customers are actually saying is that it looks like the movie industry in Nigeria doesn't have good perfection on the sound, that we don't have good sound engineers in Nigeria. Sometimes the music on the background is louder than the voices of the actors and actresses. So they keep complaining. I keep telling them that we're improving. It's a process. It's just like football in Nigeria. Those people who actually started it are not the ones enjoying it right now. Just like you guys, Uncle Olu Jacobs. I know yourself and Sister Joke Silva has been acting for years, and not you will enjoy what you're doing right now. I'm very sure your kids at some point will be the ones reaping what you guys are doing right now. So I don't know if you guys are really working with the sound engineers in Nigeria to improve on the sound, because the voices are actually lower than the sound and the background.
You have one more question? But okay, all right.
You asked a question. You might ask question.
Yes.
Let her ask our own so that we can
Take note of that question.
With the future of ARA, okay, this is big. This is very big. And it's beautiful that it's coming from you who started this all. And with the up and coming actors, do you think they're gonna lead on to where you guys have come to be recognized and not find it as a competition at all?
I'm sure that Hollywood believed that when John Wayne died, everything died. But Hollywood is still going on. You see, Nollywood does not belong to one person. It's an institution that is built to continue and live on its own axis. It will survive because there will always be people who want it to progress, who will be working for the progress of it, and will make sure that it succeeds. And once what that gentleman was saying was complaining about sound. That would be enough money to be able to buy the right equipment so that the right sound comes out. As some of these things about, when we talk of sound, our problems with sound. I don't want to come here and be making excuses about sound. Let me just put it this way. In America here, you probably see 5% of what is produced. In Nigeria, it's the reverse. You see 95% of what we produce. If you see the equivalent in American movies here, you see the amount of rubbish that they produce as well. But they have good, more than good enough good ones. So we are growing, we are correcting. The sound, they're all being taken care of. They've been taken care of. Some cowboys come in. Again, this is where you marketers will be, will be doing your job. And some people, cowboys, they come in and they just do wishy-washy job, put it in the market, and then we have the 62 coming out this week, and you think you have to buy the 62. You don't have to buy the 62. Only the good ones you will buy. Then if they're not picked, then the next time they do another movie, they will make sure it's a good quality. Correct.
Can I add something to it? Yes. Concerning the sound. If you remember, I said earlier, I said acting in the entire entertainment industry shouldn't be for illiterates. So, but when something is growing, all comers are welcome. So for now, we still have the all comers market. So what we need is for people like you all in diaspora to wake up to your responsibility. What's that? Go to school. Get educated, and come back home. You understand me? So, and then pick up from where we started and fine tune it. But then again, you need to understand something. This job cannot be done without money. So for those who can't, be trained as sound engineers and got some money, bring it home, because we need money to rent the right equipment. Or you have the right equipment here,
now we can rent
ship it home so we can have the right equipment to work with. And by the way, you need to understand that this industry is standing for now on just individual persons who have the industry at heart. With their little money, they just brought it and said, let's just do something. But we should come together as a team and then bring in our expertise so that we can have a giant standing as Nollywood, and then we can correct the sound.
I'm so happy that this forum, it's an opportunity.